Hi, my name is Rebecca and welcome to Yarn and Pajamas. Today is National Granny Square Day. So happy Granny Square Day, everybody. So granny squares are like the OG of crochet in my mind. Like I think of when I think of granny square and I think of OG granny square, I think of like the mustard yellow and the brown and that like collard green and like that 70s vibe going on. So that's like the OG granny square for me because that's what I seen when I was coming up, like growing up, because I was a child in the 80s, was born in the late 70s, so I'm a child in the 80s. So that is some of the things that I remember seeing when I was a child. So when I think of granny squares, that's what I think of, are those like 70s patterns and stuff. But granny squares have come a long way since back in the day, and now there's granny squares of all different kinds. Like you got the 3D granny squares, you got rainbow granny squares, you've got granny squares that have circles in the middle, and it's just great. It's like you can't go wrong with a good granny square. And it's like if you just wanted to sit and do something that's mindless and watch TV that will eventually be a blanket, you got a granny square. It just keeps going and it's so easy to do. So I was talking to Terry at Yarn Joy Podcast, and she's the one who told me that today was going to be National Granny Square Day. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Granny Squares have a day, and it's like, that's so cool because, crochet is not like mainstream. And she sent me the links to the page, and I will link it down below. But she said that her and Seta and Ella, Seta from Seta's Place and Ella from No Catchy Name, had like organically come together for this like last minute collab where they were going to make this handbag. I'll pop in a picture here, and it is called the Granny Square Handbag, and it is a free pattern, and that page that I linked down below, it'll be on that little page. It'll show you how you have to sign up to get the free newsletter kind of deal, but it is a free pattern. And I just thought it was so cute, and I really wanted to make it. And she's like, hey, do you want to join in with us? And I'm like, yes, please, I do. I want to make this bag. So I've just hopped on their coattails and just going to ride along with them. So here I am, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing so far with my blanket. So for National Granny Square Day, and it's in this article, but I'll summarize it real fast if you don't want to read it. It's run over on Instagram. So they said that you can make a granny square and take a picture. So what they're wanting to create is a digital blanket made out of granny squares, all different granny squares. So you would take a picture of your granny square and you would crop it till only the granny square is in the frame, and then you would post it on Instagram with the hashtag Granny Square Day 2024. So, and then when you search that hashtag, all of the little squares pop up, and you have your digital Afghan of granny squares. So that's how the National Granny Square Day is going. So the collab that the ladies are doing, they're making this handbag or tote bag, and it's no hard and fast rules. It's we're all starting it on the same day, but some will finish it before others do. There's no time limit for it. I'm hoping to get mine done sooner than later though, so yes. But life gets in the way, and things happen and come up, and me moving, I've not really hardly crocheted any because of that. But So they are using the hashtag I Heart Grannies. So it's hashtag IHEART Grannies. I Heart Grannies. And that is for their collab. So like if you want to click on that, and if anybody else decides to be like me and join in on their coattails, they'll use that same hashtag, and you'll be able to go and find everybody who's making this beautiful bag and see all of the different ways that people are doing it. So now you know me, I like to stick to the colors in the patterns. I usually, when I see a pattern and I really like it, it's because of the colors and the way that the colors are arranged. And sorry, my dog is getting in her little bed right here. She's trying to force me to go and lay down with her, but I refuse to, and she's mad now. So she's went and got in her little bed. So yeah, so you know, I like to follow the colors. Well, this pattern uses Care-On Simply Soft. And I do not have like one stitch, one scrap of Care-On Simply Soft. What I did have, I gave it away a couple years ago, and it is not my favorite yarn. It's very splitty for me. I get very frustrated when I use it, so I just don't buy it. And that's just my love-hate relationship with Care-On Simply Soft. Now, does it feel nice? Yes. Are the colors pretty? Gorgeous. But I just cannot stand working with that yarn. So, I wrote down all of the colors like in basic terms. So, like when they said fuchsia, I just wrote down pink. When they said orchid, I just wrote down purple. That kind of deal. So, the colors that are used are blue, pink. Now this one, turquoise, is what I wrote down. And the color said robin's egg. And if I remember correctly, robin's egg is like a baby blue. But it already had a blue, so I was like, I'll go with turquoise. Yellow, purple, orange, and red. So, I did pick out my first 4 colors. And I have started on my granny square tote. So I will show you guys what I have done. You'll laugh because it's not very much. But here it is. Dun, dun, dun. I have the first round and half of the second. I stopped because I wanted to make the video so that I made sure that it got out here on National Granny Square Day. And also, oops, I kicked you guys. This right here, so like when you transition from one corner to the next, normally in granny squares, I always chain 1 and then hop over, but I did not see that in the pattern. So I don't know if I didn't see it because I just skipped over it, because sometimes I do that, or if it's not there. And I wonder like how bad it would be if I did put the chain 1 in, because I do not like how that's pulling over. But one other thing that was different was it had me turn my work. So like there's a right side and a wrong side. And I've never done that in a granny square before. So that's going to be different for me. But let's just talk about the 4 colors that I have picked out so far. And that is my blue, pink, turquoise, and yellow. So my blue, I have this color right here. It's from Big Twist Value. It's called a Varsity Blue. Do you guys remember that movie, Varsity Blues, about the team, the football team in Texas? What was it called? I'm getting it confused with Friday Night Lights now, which that was a good TV show. The movie was all right, but the TV show was better. But it was one of those, like, you know, football movies back in the 90s when all of that was popular, or early 2000s. I can't even remember now. Oh, I don't have no blue in there. So the blue, oh, the pink, I was showing you the pink. The pink is this Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek. I had a yarn barf when I got it out. I did buy this on clearance at one of the Hobby Lobby sales, but it's a very pretty color, and it is called Hot Pink. So the next color is this turquoise color, which is also a Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek here. And yes, I had another yarn barf going on. This one is called Aqua. It's a very pretty color. Whew, let's leave that all out here, not get it tangled up. And then the last color that I identified is this yellow, and this is, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby in the color yellow. So I have not picked out the other colors yet. I just got enough to get me started. Here was my first attempt. I did not like how I joined the colors in, so I went ahead and just started another one and done it, joining my colors a different way. So that is what I have gotten done on my tote that I'm doing for the National Granny Square Day and the hashtag I Heart Grannies collab. So I cannot wait to do more on this. I love a good granny square. You know, I can watch my, you know, TV and stuff while I'm doing a granny square. So that is all that I have today. I hope you guys have a wonderful National Granny Square Day. And if you have not made a granny square yet, go make you one and get that posted over on Instagram and be part of the digital blanket that they are creating over there. That'll be fun. I'm going to try to get at least 4 or 5 rounds of my tote done so that I can take a picture of my square and have it be part of the blanket. So yeah, there's also another hashtag for the National Granny Square Day, but it's in that article. It's like that you can, whatever you make from a granny square, that you can post it, I'm assuming, afterwards, and people can go and look and see like how you used your granny square into what you made. So okay guys, if you notice, in a different location here, like I'm just throwing this one together, I'm here in the living room. We don't have overhead lighting here, so we have like a bay of lamps, and I forgot to turn one of them on, so that probably would have helped a lot with the lighting. So I'm really sorry about the lighting in here, but like I said, I wanted to make this for you guys so that I could wish you a happy National Granny Square Day. And log this day on your calendars. It says every August the 15th is National Granny Square Day, so I never want to miss another Granny Square Day again. So put it on your calendars so that we'll know for next year. Okay guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.